The investigative committee on the Robb Elementary shooting will now come to order. Clerk, please call the roll.
Representative Burrows.
Here.
Representative Moody. Justice Guzman.
Okay, a quorum is present. Members, let me make a couple of announcements just to make sure everyone's clear. As a reminder, the purpose of this committee is to investigate this matter, to try to get all of the facts and provide them in a way that is transparent to all of Texas and Uvalde to help further that. I think it's also becoming apparent that getting this testimony early while it's still fresh may be very beneficial, and so I applaud the Speaker for having the foresight for forming this committee so that we can do this and hopefully bring a report to the legislative body very soon. This is our first hearing in Uvalde. It's obviously a painful and difficult time here for the people, one that none of us can probably understand fully. I appreciate the opportunity to be here. I appreciate the doors that have been opened because of that. We will treat this community and the people here with the utmost respect that we possibly can as we go through this and try to find answers to them. I would say that the most respectful thing that I think we can do is to try to get some of those lingering questions answered for the people in this city, and hope to do that in an expeditious and thorough manner. Today we are going to hear from several witnesses that are connected with Robb Elementary and the Uvalde Independent School District system. I want to express to each of them that this committee admires them for being here today, for coming forward and sharing their testimony. We appreciate that. We believe that it was brave of you to be here and standing before us and giving us the opportunity to ask you questions so that we may learn from these experiences now at this point in time. While it may be painful to do that, I think that it will yield a better result and hopefully prevent situations like these from ever happening again. So with that, I would like to recognize my other committee members to make some statements. Justice Guzman.
I want to begin by expressing my condolences to the families who have suffered the loss of their loved ones during the Robb Elementary School shooting, and to this community who is grieving right alongside them. Our task is to gather the facts so that those families and the people of Texas may know the truth about this horrific event. To find the truth, we will follow the facts. In the end, the facts are what they are. They cannot be ignored, enhanced, or diminished. Without a thorough understanding of all of the facts, the Texas legislature cannot do its work effectively. To aid in the legislative process, we must be thorough, objective, and diligent in ours. I'll use my 22 years as a judge to guide our approach and to shape our work so that we can ensure a fair process and an accurate final product. It is my hope and prayer that our efforts will produce the information the legislature needs to protect our children. And now I'll address my community in Spanish. Quiero empezar expresando mis condolencias a las familias que sufrieron la pérdida de sus seres queridos y a esta comunidad que está de duelo junto a las familias. Nuestra tarea es recolectar los hechos para que las familias de Uvalde y todo Texas conozcan la verdad sobre la tragedia. Para encontrar la verdad, seguiremos los hechos. Al final, los hechos son lo que son. No pueden ser ignorados, aumentados o disminuidos. Sin una comprensión completa de todo lo que ocurrió, la legislatura de Texas no puede hacer su trabajo de manera efectiva. Para ayudar al proceso legislativo, debemos ser exhaustivos, objetivos y diligentes en nuestro trabajo. Usaré mi experiencia como juez por 22 años para guiar nuestro enfoque y dar forma a nuestro trabajo, de modo que garanticemos un proceso justo y un producto final preciso. Es mi esperanza y mi oración que nuestros esfuerzos produzcan la información que la legislatura necesita para proteger a nuestros niños.
Thank you. Representative Moody, would you care to make some remarks?
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Never been to Uvalde, came from El Paso. I had some remarks I wanted to say, but I just wanted to open my heart to this community. We had a lot of strangers that looked out for us a few years ago. And I'll never forget their kindness, their compassion, their love. And I may be a stranger to this town, but I bring that same love and compassion to this community. And it's going to guide my work today and every day going forward. That's the promise I'll give to you all. This promise I'll give to you. 3 years ago, my heart is broken. But I know that when we all work together, we can overcome everything, anything, with each other in the darkest moments. So thank you. Thank you for having us here. Working with us.
Members, appreciate your comments. Thank you for making those. Before we discuss going into executive session, the chair will now recognize Representative Moody for a motion related to the business of the committee.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Pursuant to House Rule 4, Section 13, I move to authorize the chair of the committee to act on behalf of the whole committee in conducting all discovery authorized by the Texas Rules of Civil Procedure, including the designation of committee staff to assist in conducting that discovery, provided that this delegation of authority does not affect the ability of the committee by majority vote to exercise the same powers.
Objections to the motion? We need a roll call. Clerk, will you call the roll?
Representative Burrows. Representative Moody. Justice Guzman.
Motion prevails. Okay, similar to how we conducted this business in Austin on their last hearing, and similar to how all House investigatory committees work, we will go now into executive session, at which time, obviously, members of the public and media will end up having to leave the room while we interview the witnesses, making them more comfortable. Obviously, there's a lot of reasons for that, as we have previously articulated. At some point in time later in the day, we will invite members of the public and the media back into this room as we close our business. We may have some additional remarks at that time related to the testimony for tomorrow or otherwise, and look forward to that. So, members, without objection, the committee will now enter into executive session under Rule 4, Section 12 of the House Rules at 10:10 a.m. Members, is there any objection? Chair hears none. So moved.
Can I ask the members of the media microphones to come on up and grab those, please? Thank you.
Why don't we go back there while the clear is done? I think that's pretty good.
Yeah, be careful. Hold your hand.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. Cool guy. Very chill.
Your people, bro.